Yes, sir. What's going on, y'all? Checking the platforms real quick, see if we live. Ra Thriva with your boy here, Suess Villiano.
You dig?
About to have some great conversations because y'all already know conversations is currency, man. All right. We live on the book. Oh, yeah, we live, man. So what's going on, my brother? How you feeling in this beautiful Web 3.0 Monday? Is it Monday? Yeah, it's Monday.
Whatever that is, man. I'm feeling, bro. I'm feeling fulfilled. If that's the word to be used for today and describe what this experience is delivering for me right now is fulfilled. How about you, bro?
Listen, bro, I feel like it's funny. About to say, I feel like I'm living in a video game, but it might be a lot of truth to that story.
I'm gonna have to do my camera like this.
Yeah, exactly. You know
So I can watch this real quick.
Listen, man, like I feel like it's almost allowing me to captivate that childlike energy again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like because business has been so serious and so X and O's. Now you're in this industry where your creativity is sky's the limit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm in metaverses, building virtual real estate. Now we've been talking digital real estate,
right?
But even that was static. Now I'm in VR and metaverses, building worlds and places. Sometimes, bro, I spent 4 hours working on the conversations currency condo. I had to check myself, like, yo, you're supposed to be doing work. Like, oh, this is work. Is this work? Am I working right now?
Come on.
I feel so guilty.
Yeah, it's wild, man. It's almost like you got to catch yourself because it's like, all right, I should be doing something, right? I should be doing something. And the reality, we ain't got to do nothing. We human beings. And when you said the thing that really sparks something is it makes you feel like a child, man. And really, I don't want to get into too deep about the pineal gland and all that, and our dreams and reticular activator systems, but
conversation is currency, bro.
Well, there's something that we possessed when we were kids, right? And they actually call it a reticular activator system, and it's that same reason why when you're driving, let's say you was a kid, you was like, oh, I want that car, or I like that car, right? And you saw that car every single day over and over. Then you start seeing different colors, models. Before you know it, you became a teenager and you was experiencing the same thing. Yo, I really like that. I think that's cool. Your brain is sorting out the things it doesn't want to focus on and focus on the things you want. So that reticular activator system is able to kick in a lot quicker in the VR world because there's limitations here. There's no limitations in the VR world, Rob. So when you say, you know what, I'm in a blue Ferrari, you in a blue Ferrari there. You just said you was building your mansion, bro. Like, this is the best. Yo, there's no better times than now, bro. I mean, the future now to be lit, but this now, right now, bro, is lit.
So how do you feel about in the past week, over $100 million of virtual real estate has been sold on the blockchain? Like, is that not crazy?
If you don't ask me how I feel, because I don't feel a damn thing. I didn't have a part of it. Like, for real, that's what got me mad. It's like, yo, we've been talking about this, and there's people that are selling this property for 1.4. I think I saw 4.2 million on the Decentraland. Somebody sold a yacht, like a Roblox yacht for like $2 million, bro.
Yeah, bro. Come on. And the crazy thing is like, I remember maybe like 2 years ago when you was yelling ETH was like $80, $90, which you wasn't wrong for yelling that. But we should have been yelling virtual property because we probably could have got in that mug for like a couple $100 with low gas fees now. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get in. Like, for some of these joints, the floor price, you're looking at 15, 25,000.
Yeah.
Floor price. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like it's crazy because it seems like we're early, but in ways we're already getting priced out.
We could be honest. This is conversation is currency, right?
Right.
We late. No, we was early because we had the ideas, right? Remember, we had the idea years ago. We didn't know the word. We didn't know what NFT was to explain the process we knew we wanted, that needed to happen in the e-commerce space. We didn't know that smart contract was going to be, the base of business. We didn't know what Web 3.0 was because we weren't even highlighting Web 2.0. It was just the web. You know what I mean? There was no, hey, hi, this is amazing, because there was a space we're in. And now
but check this out. We're in Web 3.0, right? But look how fast we went from Web 1, which was Web 1 was us being introduced to the internet, reading static websites. Most of it was controlled by webmasters. It was kind of conglomerate.
HTMLs.
There was a control on the internet.
Yeah.
But you had the .com booms. You had all these people becoming billionaires, which we were kind of too young for that.
Yep.
Then come to early 2000s, we have the Web 2.0 boom. Now, the Web 2.0 is the first time that allows us to become participants.
Yeah.
And what you call social media was introduced, like the Friendsters, the MySpaces, the Tumblrs. So this was the first time that you were able to take user content and start generating the content within these platforms. And we are just getting used to that. We are just getting used to that. Now we're at Web 3. You know what I'm saying? Tell me how you feel about just the metamorphosis over the past 20, 30 years and where we're at. And these next 10 years is going to be a lot faster than the past 10. And they're already talking about Web 4 and Web 5.
Come on, bro. I'm glad you said the next 10, because honestly, Ra, you know, like I know, bro, we're already in 2030. You know, the conversations we have, the things, you know, that we're into, even in the things that are already out, they're preparing for 2030. Like 3D digital printed homes. They're already talking about a third of Dubai is going to be 3D printed, right? The world is like changing. So knowing where we're going, not even, you know, hoping where we're going, knowing where we're going is an amazing feeling. Being where we are is an amazing feeling. Coming from where we came from is a miraculous feeling, because it happened fast. Now, I can't speak, you know, because I've only been here for about 3 decades, you know, a little bit under 3 decades,
right?
But I can't speak for what 3 decades was before the internet. I know it was a lot of borrowed belief, a lot of word of mouth, a lot of, oh, don't do this because this person may, a lot of nobody really knowing what's going on and what they feel and just following order, right? Because nobody wanted to really get in trouble. But now we decentralized, bro. Now people have the internet. Now we can get the information. Now we can get the belief for ourselves. Now, I didn't say when the first internet came out, bro, that I knew it was going to be this. I knew it was going to be powerful. I didn't know it was going to be the reason why we revolutionized the world, why we became free, honestly.
Yo, and the crazy thing is, like I tell people, you know, when people talk about, you know, Web3 and it's new, but look how sneaky these devices integrated in our lives. How fast did the smartphones integrate? Like we take these for granted.
Oh, so, yeah.
Pull out the other device, okay, so the people can see it. Pull out the other device that's going to sneak on us. Exactly. So when people don't understand how fast times are going to change, you need to understand how fast that this changed. I remember we had chirp and sidekicks and this and the third. This came and sneakily invaded our lives to where we already live in the digital world. Yeah. Most of our eyes are being paid attention to this. So the fact that you have that device in your hand and over the next 24 to 36 months, it's going to seamlessly integrate to where you're going to see majority of people like this, and they're not even going to understand how fast that they got there. Yeah. Now, another question, right? We talk a lot about the pros, but let's just be fair. Devil's advocate. What are some of the cons you think that's going to come out of this?
People are going to lose their sense of this world, honestly, man. And, you know, I don't want to say it's a limitation, but the limitation, if there was one here, is 5D, you know, sight, smell, hear, touch. You know, emotions is like the 6. So we're going to lose a lot of those senses when we go up into that VR world, right? Because we're going to go into a place where there's just like a child, you feel those endorphins, right? You feel that dopamine kicks in. You feel good. You're excited. You created a world in your head that matches what you're seeing on these screens. So not to say it could be a bad thing, but too much of anything, as they say, could kill you. You know, you eat too many carrots, you can get sick, right? You know what I mean? So the thing is that for those that abuse it make, you know, I don't want to say and aren't really centered, this could also take away from their experience here in, you know, this physical world that we call Earth and life, for sure.
But here's the caveat though. So even though we're talking about the cons, which there are cons, but it is what it is because it's coming. So how you gonna get down or you gonna lay down?
Well, here's the thing though, right? If you really want to be real, at least it's in your mind here, because we've been enslaved in the body for so long. So you know what I mean? At least you get a chance to to create your reality. And this thing right here is a world within itself. So if you have something in your mind, now if you're a dark thinker, you know, you got bad energy, then this may be a place where you go to get that out and you feel a lot better in the real world. Or if you're a bright person and you're how we use it, you know, we're building worlds, right? We're building like malls and courses and platforms for people to engage. So, you know, creativity is what all of this is about. Evolution. If you ain't growing, you dying. So there's really no cons. Everything has everything, you know, has its opposite polarity. It's supposed to exist, but it doesn't have to be a bad thing. So it's definitely going to have some who may say. I really think, bro, the only thing is going to be the people that are susceptible to change. The ones that are like, oh, yo, well, that's for my days. Well, hey, look, bro, I got a Ferrari sitting outside my crib and it looks good. I don't got to pay a note, you know what I mean? And I'm about to sell it to somebody. So, you know, the
my
word
physical crib and my digital crib.
And my digital crib, you know what I mean? So
that's a fact. You know what I mean? Like I said, bro, I just been crazy excited. You know what I mean? You know how we do when we get into stuff, we just dive all the way in. So, you know, we talk about conversation is currency, but your attention is also currency. So the thing that we did miss is that a few years ago, even though we was yelling ETH, our mind was too busy paying attention to the dead world because 80-90% of people were operating in the Web 2.0 world. So it's almost like even now. So I'm stuck between like, do we completely go Web 3? You know what I mean? Or do we stay behind and still collect some of the stuff that's available in Web 2? But then you start seeing companies like Facebook change their name to Meta. And then it starts all making sense. So we're still behind even in our thinking because Facebook were having these conversations 2 years ago. So the fact that they made a decision today to take a multi-billion dollar, Facebook is its own world, its own universe, 2.1 billion people. And to make that big of a decision and say, you know what, this is so important that we're changing, we're not adding a division, we're changing our entire effing business model to go vertical, to go blockchain, to go meta.
Yeah, man. It's divine, bro.
And so it's like, you know, we're at a point now, especially people from within our culture, this conversation has to be had and you have to be hearing it consistently, because where your conversation goes, your attention is going to flow. You know what I'm saying? And the type of words, you know, there's the book. What do you say when you talk to yourself? Yeah. You know what I mean? Absolutely. So if you're still trying to set up physical shops, so I'm still trying, you know, it's still people trying to do business model 10 years ago. Some people ain't even get on the web.
People are still looking to open a brick and mortar right now with the 5th, 6th strain of COVID coming out, bro. Like, so, you know what I mean? So, yeah, it just shows how information travels, right, through households. And those that get it first, man, those are the ones that, you know, really have the opportunity of a lifetime, really. And then there's the second wave of people that hear about it. There's a third wave, you know, there's the people that hear about Shiba Inu. That's the third wave. By the time you hear about it on Facebook, man, you know, you're like the third or fourth wave, but information travels in layers, you know what I mean? So the caveat is we do both. Honestly, you know, we mastered Web 2.0, and like me and you talked about, we can use Web 2.0 inside Web 3.0. So when we're doing virtual reality, you know, even though right now we're looking at a flat website right now, you know what I mean? That'll still work in a VR world when we're 3D. You know what I mean? So we'll still be able to use this content. The experience is what's going to change. You know what I mean? So if people really want that experience, and honestly, Rob, that's what this is all about. That's what the whole it's what money is about, is the experience. The better your experience, the more you pay, right? The more you give, the more information you give. Amazon, Facebook, right? The better the experience, the more you give and you stay. So we're in this space now where Web 3.0, we just give the best experience, whatever your product or service is. If I'm a business right now, right, and I'm thinking like, yo, I'm hearing about this, I don't really know, what should I do? The thing is to do it both. What you know is what's working in the past. We don't say, you know, try to reinvent the wheel there. You do that, you really want to be a hybrid. Do what's worked, but do what is working, right? Because you want to be in that space where, let's say there are people that are developing with the times quicker like us. We're not even paying you no mind if you Web 2.0, honestly. We'll look at, we'll say, yeah, that's cute, that's cool, yeah, you know what I mean? Okay, you got a little PayPal set up, you got a little Stripe, you know what I mean? Okay, that's cool, yeah, that's nice. But we're already talking about connecting wallets to websites, bro. So really what we are the gateways, we are growth. We are the passage, we are the seed that has to get watered. So Web 3.0 or die with me, bro.
So out of everything that, Web 3.0, it consists of a lot of things, right? There's the metaverse, there's coins, there's blockchains, there's DeFi, there's everything else. What's like the most important? What's like the thing that's exciting you the most in Web 3? Like what's eating up a lot of your conversation in the Web 3?
I mean, honestly, all of it. But if I had to single out one specific area, it's the wallets, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fact that you could come to my store, right? So if you pull up I don't even know if our site has it yet, but on our website, right? When you go to our website, you pull it up and it asks you to log in. There's sites like Pancake Swap. I could probably name 5 wearable. Yeah. So these NFT places, right? They're making you log into a crypto wallet, whether it be MetaMask, whether it be Binance Trust Wallet, Wallet Connect, whatever your wallet is, they're making you connect to your wallet before you log into the website. So they know if you got money. They know, you're not wasting anybody's time. Look, we don't even want you to click if you ain't got no money, bro. You're wasting your time and our time, right? So I love the fact that the wallets are there, because what that does is now that gives the owner or the creator more incentive to keep the people involved, right? To deliver value. So now I'm thinking I'm gonna make a membership, right? You connect your wallet, and then I sell you within that membership, whether it be courses, whether it be t-shirts, clothes, merch, whatever it is. Now if I'm a physical store, like let's say I'm Whole Foods, right? With that wallet, when they go into your store, now they can shop, check out in the cart without ever doing. You don't need to worry about cars. You don't need to worry about anything. So if they don't have enough money, it'll cut them off right then and there. So the wallets is like my favorite part right now.
Yeah, man. The wallets is dope, because it's going to be like the part I'm in the wallets too. So the part that I've been researching a lot heavy is token gates. You know what I mean? NFT and token gates. And just to give you guys, a quick rundown on what that is that it allows you to say, if I need you to hold this amount of token in your digital wallet in order to get access to this, or I need you to have this NFT in your wallet in order for you to see this. So we're going to be entering into the days like right now when you create a normal membership, you got to have your password, you got to have your login. In Web3, that's going away. As my brother in arms says, all you got to do is connect your wallet, and based on what you have in your wallet, that's going to dictate what parts of the website that you're able to get access to. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to allow, like, there's no more sharing the passwords and bro, I got the pass. Even I'm gonna be hurt a little bit too. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
How you have to share the passwords. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be in a way to where it's going to allow us to take intellectual property and lock it down in ways that we've never been able to lock it down before. You know what I mean? So that part is my favorite part, connecting the wallet, getting used to even that language, getting used to, even seeing it on the websites. And then now we're starting to implement on our own personal websites. And then when you have the token gates, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm going to say,
one thing you said about the token gates, I didn't even think about, is it really creates authenticity, because you know how we are. We'll get a course and we're like, yo, just send me the password. Let me log in, check that course out real quick. So instead of, the creator getting that possibility of collecting off everybody, right? That person would literally have to give you their wallet information. So ain't nobody giving. I know I'm not giving you my wallet information for you to get. You better buy it yourself, bro. Hold the token, and then you can get access to the information. That's genius, bro.
Yeah, and then listen, just a quick break, because I always got to make this break. You know what I mean? And for a quick promo, for those of you guys who don't know, we have the Mastering the Metaverse Masterclass coming up this Saturday. Right now, it's on sale for $67. We're gonna go in. We're gonna be telling you guys on what coins to get. How to build in the metaverses, the top metaverses that you can start buying land in, basically covering, all the things on how to take your business. You guys know, we're the BYOB. We're build your own brand. Now we're showing you how to build your own crypto brand and your meta brand, how to take the same stuff we was doing in this Web 2 world and how to translate it to the Web 3 world. So just had to make that plug real quick. And I forgot what I was saying right before then, but it don't matter because we made the plug. Let me check the comments. She said, how you pay? Monique Springer. Cash at me, Mom.
You get a lifetime pad. You get a lifetime access.
Right, though. But it's crazy because it's a lot of people that's being interested. It's a lot of people that the stuff that we used to be talking about, they may be interested, but this metaverse and crypto world, they are diving into it like fast, because I think they start to understand. And then you're starting to see the numbers. You're starting to see even people from the culture. Like, come on, bro. You're starting to see Khaled with Bored Apes. You're starting to see
Dr. Dre and
Timberland with Bored Apes. You know what I'm saying? So like this whole thing is kind of sweeping everybody. And the crazy thing is, the blockchain has been the fastest adopted technology ever so far.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Has been the fastest adopted technology ever. So like I said, guys, these are just conversations that it ain't if you're going to have them, because trust me, I know we're, especially within our culture, I'm talking to people within our culture. It's a lot of conversations we're having, and 98% of them are BS. You know what I mean? Like, no offense, I love my sports, I love all that stuff, but my mentor, he always used to tell me back in the day, I call him, he said, yo, first of all, let me say this. You better not be calling me talking about how much LeBron James scored last night or who dropped what album last night. You better be calling me something with substance. Stop participating in everybody else's success while you're creating nothing for yourself. Stop being so hypnotized and fantasized about what everyone else is doing, and you're not doing anything for yourself. You know what I mean? So it's beautiful times within the culture, but it's also times where the culture is dominated by so much mundane conversations. If we don't have outlets like this and other people that are talking to the culture, we're going to miss this. This is why Forbes is predicting by 2050 that the average medium of the Black family is going to reach 0. You know what I mean? Now, how they can foresee this is because they know that conversations like this is not happening within our community, and we're going to miss the artificial AI tech part. We're going to miss the Web3 part. We're going to miss buying virtual land. Like, we didn't get our 40 acres in the mule in the real life. We're not going to get our 40 acres in mules in digital life unless we start to change the conversation and understand how important it is that we're adopting to these new technologies. Because listen, guys, over the next 20, 30 years, technology is going to move at such a blazing in 20 years. We're going to be able to timestamp this. We're going to have walking robots in the house doing and taking chores, et cetera, and we're going to act like it's normal. You know,
maybe two.
He said maybe even 2. That's a fact. You know what I mean? So I'm just excited, man. Like you always say, what a time to be alive. You know what I mean? What a time to be a creative is the biggest part.
Oh yeah.
To be a creative.
It's almost like, man, not that many people before us got to experience this, because when you think about intellectual property, you don't really think about yourself. Like, because most of the time we're brought here and we've taught all of these years, and we're trained to work for somebody else and build somebody else's idea, somebody else's vision, their path. But then we get with a creator, like, an artist. Like, we use music. We use Michael Jackson. Can you imagine if Michael Jackson was alive right now and the NFTs was alive and smart contracts? His legacy would still be here. Aretha Franklin, right? Prince. Can you imagine if NFTs were around when people like them, or even Malcolm, Martin Luther King, right? So they were able to give these speeches, and instead of the money going wherever it went to the bank, all the
let me just interrupt real quick. So even talking about the music industry, and this is relevant for us, you know what I mean? I just did research. Out of all the money that's made, music generates hundreds of billions of dollars. Only 12% reaches the artist.
Yeah.
Only 12% of the all the money that artist is being generated. You know what I mean? Only 12% of it is reaching. We're starting to see different blockchain platforms that's sharing 90+% of the revenue with the artist. So this is literally the age of the creative. You know what I mean? That we're in. So like you said, if NFTs were here 20 years ago, Prince wouldn't have walked around with slave on his face. You know what I'm saying? Because and here's another thing too, is that direct to consumer has been here for a while. We have to get out of the mindset that we need somebody to put us on. I understand, because for years they owned the TV stations. For years they owned the billboards. For years they owned the radio station. So they've been the middleman. They've always been the intermediary. They've always been the paywall between us and the people. But we live in a different age. So all you people who keep trying to get signed or get someone to get you a deal, that age is done. You can go. They don't have a different internet than you do. They have the same Instagram you got. They got the same thing. They're gonna use the same channels that you have, but they're going to take 80-something% when you can keep 90-something% for yourself.
Yeah, and it's still going to happen, But the reality is, bro, I've practically invented blockchain years ago. Now people are just getting on board.
Yes,
yeah, bro.
Blockchain's been around since the 90s.
Come on, man. And IBM, because then they passed it on to Whole Foods. That's how they were keeping groceries and stuff fresh, scanning everything, right? Well, the wild part, man, let's be real. We want to be honest. This conversation is currency. Let's address the elephant in the room, right? We're in a time where greed is at an all-time high, and you just exploited, the middleman. The middleman has always been there to do nothing but take from everything, whether it be a transaction, whether it be, you spending money, somebody buying it, and you got to spend 3% with Stripe, 5% with Stripe, or if you want to do remittance, you want to send money with Western Union, right? These big companies have always collected from us the whole time, and that's why they've been okay with us doing whatever we wanted to do, right? Because they collected. But the moment decentralization came into play and we cut these folks out, bro, it raised everybody's flags. Now, first they tried to throw a technical foul. No, it's not real. It's not coming. Maybe if we say something, they'll listen, right? But there was nothing they could do because the strips and numbers, like, we are here now, bro. So now what's happening is they have to get into the game. Now their game is to see how much of ours they can get on their platform, when in reality, bro, now's the time you could be your own bank, right? With Web 3.0, that's all we talk about is be your own bank. Be your own bank. A lot of people don't even know, bro, you can borrow your own crypto. So I say it again, you can borrow your own
crypto. Listen, this is only for entertainment purposes. We don't know what we're talking about. Entertainment purpose only. But not only that, this is what I found out, right? And this is Jules. You can take a loan out against your crypto and go purchase something in the real world. Since it's a loan, that money you spend is no longer a taxable event.
Yeah.
Because it's borrowed money and you don't get taxed on borrowed money. So same thing in crypto.
I just did it with Nexo, bro. I pulled out a little bit of USD coin because I wanted to go buy myself a new, little tool. I got me a nice little AR-15, man, for the rain. I'm getting my skills up, right? I'm like, yo, do I want to spend cash? No. The market is dropping right now, so I don't really want to sell, right? I want to leverage my crypto. So I took out, I got $1,000 out, right? And I went out and I purchased it. Now, here's what some people don't even know you could do, bro, is you could buy more crypto with it, right? You could take a loan out from your money, buy it low again so you have more, and then it's back up. But that's another conversation for another day. The reality is that, you don't have to lose anything. The game that we've been taught, bro, we've been taught instant gratification. We've been taught right now. We haven't been taught the long term, in which they took RIP, they took him out when he was speaking the marathon, right? We haven't been taught about the marathon. We haven't been taught about the long race. We've been taught about Monday through Friday. We've been taught about month to month, right? How to get your bills paid this month, right? So we've been sped up, so we can't even think about 5 years. You ask the average person on earth, bro, what's your 5-year plan? They're going to look at you like you're crazy. Because they're like, bro, I don't even got a 5-hour plan, let alone a 5-year plan. You know what I mean? Right. So now we're in a game where we have to educate ourselves on what the long-term game is so we can even put ourselves in a position to operate. Because when you say things like be your own bank, they're like, wait a minute, I got Bank of America. And let's be honest, Bank of America didn't sell you on opening an account. Wells Fargo didn't sell you on opening an account. Chase didn't have to advertise. You sitting on the corner, you walked in there most 9 times out of 10, So
look, that's a great plug right there. You know what I mean? So I'm going to plug it real quick. And I sent you this earlier, right? So I sent you a quote that I read. It says, goals are good for setting a direction, but systems are best for making progress. Systems are best for making progress. And most of us, we have old systems or dumb systems, and we need smart systems. So you guys see below, you ready to turn your phone into an ATM? Visit smartsystems.club. Suess, tell them what we got going on in smart systems real quick.
Man, it's like a digital Bible. It's everything, and it's everything you could think of. It's the online community, right? Because the first thing you need to do is you need to master within yourself what it is you really want. And sometimes the people around you aren't going to be the ones that help you find that, right? They know you, they love you, they've been there, they see you try and fail, right? They see you probably fail more than succeed, so they probably halfway don't even believe what you're talking about anyway, right? So you need to be in the community with people that are thinking like you, that are into the information. So above everything, right, it's a community of people like myself and you, people that have mastered different specialties from digital marketing, from Forex trading to cryptocurrency trading, from life insurance brokers. I mean, we have everything.
No, we're gonna have to do an episode on that.
Yeah, we can get into the IR. We can get into the IR. So here's a plug-in for that. We are financial ed. We are licensed agents, so we are able to give up that advice, right?
That's a fact.
Credit, so pretty much what it is we We figured out the cheat codes, man, the things that you need, because like you were saying, we help people build their own brand. So we don't want you to build up your name, right, and pass nothing on to your family or pass worry. We wanted you to pass wealth. So we teach you how to get an LLC, get your business credit up, right? Borrow the bank's money, go into markets and use your skill sets, whether it be to grow a business or whether it be to invest. We even, have access to prop firms, which is companies who give you money to trade once you learn how to. So these skill sets we give you, right? These skill sets we give you allow you to pass on wealth, whether it be information or whether it be results, right? So that's what Smart Systems Club is a hub of great people, great information. You need the tools, team, and you need the tenacity to win and dominate this space, not only mind, but body and soul.
Yes, and one of my favorite quotes, Warren Buffett, if you don't find a way to earn money while you sleep, you will work until you die. And the only way that I've ever figured out how to do that is by having a system in place. And thank you to my fellow Thriver for beating that. Well, hold on, you this way. Beating that in my head, systems, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can go out here and have a lucky year. You can go out here and, make 10K or whatever the case is. But if you keep finding yourself having up and down, you have a good week or a good month or good year. I mean, you just don't have the proper systems in place. You don't have the smart systems in place. So this is one of the things that we're, talking about and teaching in Smart Systems is how to do that. It's a club. It's a gang. If you guys value any of the information that we're doing here now, you should see how we get down in that link below. So that's that quick plug. So what else we got, my man?
Man, I think we started to talk about Web 3.0. Well, we've been on it. Let's really, kind of go on what to expect. And if you're somebody that's new, right, and you have no idea what we're talking about, what's the next step for you? Right below, right, you're going to see Mastering the Metaverse Masterclass. Now, this man, I don't know how he does it, but well, I do know how he does it because he's been doing it since a kid. I haven't mastered how he does it to be able to articulate what he does, but this man finds a way to make that number. You feel almost disrespected at when you pay that number. You feel like you owe him. Like when I get on his classes, I feel indebted. I'm like, yo, bro, what do you need? Do you need anything? Like, are you sure, man? Because bro, you just gave away like tens of thousands of dollars worth of information. How do I know? I paid for the courses. I paid for the classes years ago. And here you are, not only giving the results, but you're also giving the information that people need to create them for themselves. So if you're somebody that's out there, man, you want to make sure you click the link right here and you want to make sure you get plugged into the masterclass. Now, for those that already have an understanding of where we're going, you still want to click the masterclass too, because here's a time where it's really about your story and your version. And you only perfect your version by hearing it over and over and over again. So even if you got it fixated in your mind that you know it this way, it's always good to hear it from somebody else's perspective. You never know what you may have missed. And most of us, we really be listening to these conversations just for that one takeaway, that one aha, right? And when you listen and you're really present, you'll get it. So I wanted to make sure we plugged in the real reason why we're here right now, because all of the information, man, we could do this all day long. We do this all day long, bro. We were talking earlier, like we may have 30 hours of unrecorded content that had we did this when we started it, everybody they would be with us the whole time. But here we are.
And all we're doing, right, guys, we're having the same conversations we would have offline, just online. And one more thing to add to the masterclass, the reason why it's important, it's a live Zoom, it's group coaching. And that's important because entrepreneurship is really a lonely game. You know what I mean? Like if it wasn't for the internet and connecting with other like-minded people, oh my God, I don't think I would have been able to survive. I don't think that I would be able to thrive, because usually and where you come from, your circle, your friends and your family, sometimes they're not supportive, but they don't understand, they don't know. So it's very important to get around like-minded people who are looking to do the same things as you and be able to be a part of a group think tank. So where you're not the alien or you're not the, the black sheep in your clique. You're amongst a whole bunch of black sheep now. Everyone who's looking to build themselves and build their brands in a different way. So mentorship is important, and being around the right community of people who speak the language you speak, who seek the things that you seek, is extremely, extremely important. So we have a lot of people who's a part of our BYOB, our Smart Systems, our Mastering the Metaverse Masterclass, that's just a part of it, so they can be a part of the community. Like they'll pay their fee. They may know the information, but being around the like-mindedness is important for them because it helps them always stay above and stay going to the next level. So just wanted to say that how important that is to be around like-minded people, to be in a community where people are pushing and striving and thriving towards the same thing. So let's say we've been on 35 minutes. Listen, guys, this is the first episode. Let's look at the comments. All right. We got Monique Springer says, yes, I'm taking the class. She said she just looked at it on YouTube yesterday. It's selling at $67 per share. Hey, soon. Now we're still dealing with fiat. But $67 to access the class right now is on sale. So another thing, which we're not going to talk about now, right? But how excited are you for social media, decentralized social media? You know what I'm saying?
I've been waiting my whole life for it. I've been look, and I'm gonna be as forward as I can about this, Ra, because we've been censored, man. We've been delivering value, and we have been intentionally censored, right? And I get it. You know, again, we're in a place of commerce, man. But look, seek and ye shall find, right? And let's be real. If this information was in front of us, like we had to go find it, our realities would probably be a little bit different. So the fact that now we have the opportunity to put value out, to put the truth, the real out there for the world, bro, I'm blown away. Shout out to Clout Feed, because right now, bro, I'm on there posted. I've never thought it'd be a time when I did, but I didn't know it'd be this soon. We'll be on social media. We make a post and people are buying their coins. We can turn our posts into NFTs. You know what I mean? You go post your music release. Like,
we're gonna have that masterclass coming not this Saturday, but the next Saturday, which is mastering NFTs and mastering decentralized social media. When we show you guys not what's in the future, what's in the now, what's happening right now, right now, Moses, while we're on all these platforms that they don't care about us, they use us, they manipulate us. To where there's social media, decentralized social media, where you own everything. You own your profile, you own your content, you own everything that's being posted. There's no one to kick you off, there's no one to filter you, there's no one to censor you. And this is going to be the future of decentralized social. So Web3, you know, I can't say enough about how influential and how much of a change that we're all going to see over these next 24 months. I can't stress enough how, if these are new words for you, cryptocurrency, Web3, blockchain, metaverse, and these joints still sound foreign, I'm sorry to say, but you're already behind the 8 ball. You're already behind the curve. You know what I mean? Now, it's cool because you have time to get caught up to speed.
Oh, yeah.
You have time to get caught up to speed. Keep tuning into stuff like this. Keep, get in the master classes, get in our groups, whatever that you have to do, but you're already behind the 8 ball. So you're going to want to have to learn this quickly, unless you're going to be the people, a year from now, the amount of numbers we're going to see being thrown around over the next 365 days. Like, you guys think what we're seeing on these coins now, like right now I'm looking, we're at a $2.48 trillion market cap. Like, that's baby numbers.
Yeah.
That's baby numbers. Why? Because the cryptocurrency marketplace only has about a 3 to 4% adoption rate on the entire planet. So imagine when that number starts getting up to 10%, 15%, 20%. Imagine when it actually becomes currency, because right now it's really not currency, because there's not a lot of places in the physical world that accepts it. But then you have places like El Salvador, which was the first country ever to accept Bitcoin as a national currency. You know what I'm saying? So as we start to see this happen more, you're going to see these numbers go up and up and up and up. And so you're still early enough, but you're late enough to where you can't be lackadaisical and you can't be pussyfooting around. You got to get the information, you got to get the content, you got to stay engaged, and you have to pay your attention. So once again, two energies can't occupy the same space at the same time. So there's going to be stuff you're going to have to put to the side. That Netflix show, you might have to put it to the side. You know what I mean? Watching YouTube videos that has nothing to do with it, you might have to push that to the side, because you're going to have to take that bandwidth and hyper focus it on these type of conversations, so you can get to the currency, and so you can get to the attention level, so you can understand what's going on. So all this stuff don't sound like, Chinese, as my dad says. You speaking that Chinese again, because I'm sitting right in front of him talking. He doesn't know anything that I'm saying. You know what I mean? So as Sue said, the only way to kind of build a skill set is repetition. Someone once told me, repetition is the mother of all skills. I'll say that one more time. Repetition is the mother of all skills. So you're going to have to get your numbers in. You're going to have to get your reps in. And attending the master class, getting plugged into places like Smart Systems. These are the places where you get your reps in. You're going to want to surround yourself around an ecosystem of people that are having the same type of conversation so they can keep your focus where it needs to be at. So that you're not watching the Nexus story of a 12-year-old that made $2 million selling NFTs and you still don't understand how to create an NFT or what an NFT is and what the use value is. So you have time, but you don't have time. You're early, but you're not early all at the same time. Anything you want to add to that?
Man, you said it all, bro. And everything else will be said in the next one.
All right. So look, guys, we're gonna close this out. We're gonna do one more plug. Once again, if you have not got locked in, you want to catch us this Saturday. We'll be talking about mastering the metaverse. Like I said, we're going to get you plugged in. How to create your wallet. What is a MetaMask? What is a trust wallet? What are the top meta coins out now? How to get the coins? What exchanges they're on? How to get to these exchanges?
What exchanges not to do? Things not to do.
Yes,
the security things like making sure you have your wallet keys and seeds, and the importance of being your own bank. For real.
Yes, the importance of being that. Seed phrases, I don't know if we're going to share in this story, but I'm definitely going to want you to share that story on your private keys and how important those are. But these are things that we'll be covering in the masterclass and more. If any of you guys know, like Sue said, this is not tooting my own horn, but there's a book called The Science of Getting Rich, right? And The Science of Getting Rich, one of the laws of getting rich says that whatever you charge someone, they have to have way more use value than the thing that you charge. So it's always in me to over deliver because you're supposed to feel like you robbed me at the end of the course or at the end of the book or whatever you consumed in the information. So the ideology is always to over deliver. Seuss will be on there, I'll be on there, and we'll just be dropping jewels and dropping value and not just talking to you guys, but walking you through. I'm gonna be showing several different metaverses, like logging into them and going into them. I'm gonna be showing you where to get the land from. I'm gonna be showing you on how to build your first virtual storefront without even having land. You don't have to have land to build a virtual storefront, but most people don't know that. To where you can send your link out to your customers and your customers can do exactly what he has on. They can go from their phone, they can go from their laptop, or they can go from their headsets if they already have one. They can have, like Sue said, it's the experience. This is what the metaverse is going to provide. It's going to provide an amazing experience to do the things that we normally do, but just on a different level. And if you guys think that it's a game, Facebook changed their name to Meta. That's how big of a deal it is. So you guys need to get plugged in right now. We have Leah going on. Without Leah, oh my God, the keys, the jewels, you already know. So this is episode 1. Conversation is currency. We're going to be back with more because it's we cannot stress enough the type of conversation you're having internally with yourself and other people is going to determine what type of outcome of life that you have. So once again, I'm going to get off first because my boy got the dope ending. I'm Ra Thriva. It's all about thriving mind, body, and spirit. You can catch me at conversationscurrency.com. I'm going to pass it over to my brother to do his outro, and let's go.
Suess Villiano, the digital plug, and I encourage you to work smarter, not harder.
Yes, sir. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Appreciate you guys, and we out.